comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player 1 has the life lead. Got a small life lead, but it's not over. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Goes to the overdrive. Taking stock. Player 2 KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. The jump-in is denied. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Through the door. Player 1 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? We're pounding them with the Lavshuka. Can they stand the heat? Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. Dashes forward. Blocks the impact. Big blow. Experiencing burnout. Departure set. Player 1 is dominating this KO. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Aerial Tatsu. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. Player 1 with the life lead. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. They block the overhead, and player 1 chases them down. Hits them up. Hits them for the stun. This might be over right here. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball. Hits with the overhead. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Level 3 super! Spending that beater like it's nobody's business. Departure! Drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Medium kick hits. Oh, now that is a punish! Are we just, ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Shows a medium kick. Let's get it. The drive parry was successful. A parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Takes a trip. This is a tough spot. They can't even get sneezed on here. KO! Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Three glove! Player 2 needs to switch it up if they want to take it home. Jumps? 3-volt? Player 1 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Springs forward with the drive rush. 3-volt ices them. Pounding them with the Lavshuka. Can they stand? Untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Round 1.
They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it. The cross-up connects. Who's gonna make a move? They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Plenty of space between the two fighters. but who will decide to close the gap? Oh! Picture perfect punish count. Strings it all together. Knockdown. That's one huge life KO. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Tom cages them in with the Lashuka. Goes for the super arm early to try and establish a big life lead from the get-go. Player two is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Ooh, hits him with a stop and bomb. Player two can't use any drive moves without burning out. What'll happen here? Player two will need to use their meter here wisely. Just goes for it at this range. Their goal rents it cleanly. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Aerial Tatsu. No good up high. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Player two can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. If they can't, it's big trouble here. The stun is going to leave them defenseless. Goes to the overdrive. Well aware of the life in meters. Really good decision making. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. 3-ball ices them. Player one has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Their life is hanging by a thread. They got a super art. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Checks with a medium. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Fights him with Tree Glove. Player one is dominating this match. One chance here, burnout activated. KO. Player one took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to grinding. Throws them to negate the block. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Player one with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? That overhead was a bit obvious. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Knockdown. They break things off to take a quick breather. Player two is just about out of drive after that. Left off the projectile to waste time. Where's their opening? KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Jumps in. That's some big juicy damage on that counter here. Player two has the life advantage. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Jumps up. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Flashes him. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player two needs to uses the gauge for a super art. Their will to win is really being tested here. Tree Glove. Both fighters planning something? That brushes that off and keeps going. Target combo into a super art. Player one can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? The overhead. Knew the throw was coming. 3-ball. Player two closed out the last round with a super. They spent that cash, but will it come back to bite them? Big gauge lead here. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Anti-air in the clutch. Solid anti-air. The Tree Glove skewers him. Noticeable life lead is a comeback. The overhead denied. Who will set the bait at this brick wall? Where they thinking? Rake willing to risk it for the overdrive. Flatline zone. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Gotta do better than that. Departure. Grabs him. Closes the gap for the grab. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? Trips them up. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Big counter. Box him with a target counter. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for that parry may be just the catalyst they need. That's some big KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Changes the pace with an air-to-air. Smart play there to go for the air-to-air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. Jumps in. Okay, they trade hits. Looking for a chance. So, what's next? Throwing some shade. They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Knockdown and this is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff.
JP.
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Player 1 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Goes for an overhead. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Amazing concentration on display as they punish when their opponent's attacks left them wide open. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Next hit, nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? From up above. 3-volt? Time's the only thing moving here. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Going in, springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 will look to apply pressure. Good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? A quick breather. Risky up-close scrap still going. Sneaks in the throw. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Gets a chance with that jump. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 1 with the life lead. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Combo with the target combo. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup? Oh! Picture perfect punish counter. Player 1, what a finish. Great read on the life gauge there. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Throws them to negate the block. Trades them. Throws them. What's next? Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Cages them in with the La Shuka. 3-volt ices. Jump. Hits them with a stop and pop. Player 1 needs to use the cut of the corner here. 3-volt. Experiencing burnout. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff.
JP.
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round one.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Grabs him. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Counter hit throw there. Player one with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Gets the jump in. All right, what's coming up next? They break things off to take a quick breather. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Misses the drive KO. Player one sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Took them to the corner in a flash. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Player cages them in with the left shuka. The super doesn't hit. Wow, that's some big time damage there. Revolt? Experiencing burnout. Flawless round. They got him so quick.
JP.
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.